Nestled amidst rolling hills and ancient trees, the nursing home known as Oasis of Serenity exuded a quiet charm. Its residents, bound by the rhythms of routine, shared their days in a tapestry of gentle camaraderie. Yet, beneath the surface, an unspoken longing simmered, a yearning for something extraordinary to break the monotony of twilight years. The air carried whispers of untold stories, waiting for a spark to bring them to life. That spark arrived in the form of Ryan Reynolds, his presence as unexpected as it was electrifying. With his signature blend of humor and warmth, he stepped into their world, a whirlwind of energy and curiosity. The staff, initially taken aback, quickly recognized his sincerity as he immersed himself in their lives. From the moment he entered, the nursing home seemed to breathe anew, its walls echoing with laughter and the hum of possibility. Ryan's approach was simple yet profound. He listened. He sought out the quiet corners of their hearts, coaxing out dreams long buried and memories cherished in silence. Each conversation became a bridge, connecting the vibrant world he knew to the quieter one they inhabited. His tales of Hollywood glitz were met with stories of love, loss, and resilience, weaving a shared narrative that transcended generations. The turning point came with an impromptu talent show, orchestrated by Ryan with a mischievous grin. Hesitation gave way to courage as residents sang, danced, and recited poetry, rediscovering parts of themselves they thought had faded. The room buzzed with energy, not from the spectacle itself, but from the collective joy of daring to step beyond the familiar. As the evening waned, Ryan raised a glass, his voice steady yet filled with emotion. "To the stories that shape us and the moments that remind us we're alive," he said. The applause that followed wasn't just for him, it was for the shared humanity that had blossomed in those fleeting hours. The nursing home, once steeped in routine, now brimmed with a renewed sense of purpose and connection. In the days that followed, the echoes of Ryan's visit lingered like a melody, threading through conversations and quiet reflections. The residents, inspired by his kindness, began to see each day as a canvas waiting to be painted. And though Ryan returned to his life beyond the hills, the spark he ignited continued to burn, a testament to the enduring power of compassion and the beauty of shared moments. Nestled among rolling hills and ancient trees, the Oasis of Serenity nursing home exuded a quiet charm. Its ivy-covered walls and sunlit gardens offered a serene retreat, yet the air carried an undercurrent of longing among its residents. Each senior brought a tapestry of experiences: war veterans, retired teachers, artists, and homemakers, woven together by shared routines and wistful memories. Despite the warmth of their camaraderie, many yearned for a spark to reignite their fading passions. Among the residents was Eleanor, a former opera singer whose voice had once graced grand stages but now only hummed lullabies to herself. Harold, a retired carpenter, spent his days carving miniature birds, each one a tribute to his late wife. Then there was Margaret, a sharp-witted former journalist who filled her notebooks with observations but rarely shared her thoughts aloud. Their lives, though rich with history, had settled into predictable rhythms. Ryan Reynolds' unexpected arrival was like a jolt of electricity. His effortless charm and genuine interest in their lives broke through the monotony. Eleanor, hesitant at first, found herself singing again as Ryan encouraged her to share her gift. Harold, inspired by Ryan's humor, crafted a wooden sculpture of a laughing fox, a symbol of newfound joy. Meanwhile, Margaret, intrigued by Ryan's stories, opened up about her past adventures, trading anecdotes with the actor in a way that rekindled her journalistic spark. The impromptu talent show became a turning point. Residents who had long tucked away their talents stepped into the limelight, surprising even themselves. Eleanor's voice soared in a hauntingly beautiful aria, Harold's carvings were displayed with pride, and Margaret read a poignant poem she had kept hidden for years. The room buzzed with energy, each performance a testament to the resilience and creativity still alive within them. As Ryan bid farewell, his parting words resonated deeply. "You're not just memories, you're still creating them." His visit left an indelible mark, sparking a transformation within the home. The residents, once bound by routine, embraced each day with renewed purpose, their connections deepened by shared vulnerability and joy. Though Ryan returned to his world, his impact lingered, a reminder that even fleeting moments of kindness can breathe life into forgotten dreams. Ryan Reynolds' visit to Oasis of Serenity sparked more than laughter. It unearthed buried secrets and tensions among the residents. During the talent show, a forgotten love letter was recited, revealing a decades-old affair that fractured friendships, while a missing heirloom resurfaced, igniting suspicions. What began as joy unraveled into a web of revelations, forever altering the nursing home's quiet rhythm. Ryan Reynolds arrived at Oasis of Serenity with a simple goal: to bring joy and connection to the residents. His unannounced visit sparked curiosity but also hesitation among the seniors, who had grown accustomed to their predictable routines. As he introduced himself, some residents were skeptical of his intentions, unsure if his charm was genuine or fleeting. Yet, his persistence and heartfelt interest began to break down their guarded walls. Evelyn, a retired pianist who hadn't touched a keyboard in years, caught Ryan's attention. He encouraged her to play again, but she resisted, haunted by the fear that her talent had faded. Meanwhile, Harold, a former teacher, dismissed the idea of participating in any activities, claiming he was too old for such nonsense. Ryan, however, saw these obstacles as opportunities to gently challenge their self-imposed limitations. As the days passed, Ryan's presence began to shift the dynamics within the home. Evelyn, inspired by his encouragement, tentatively agreed to play a few notes, sparking a ripple of excitement among the residents. Harold, though reluctant, found himself drawn into Ryan's stories and humor, his gruff exterior softening. Subplots emerged as friendships deepened. Evelyn and Harold discovered a shared love of literature, while others began opening up about long-forgotten dreams. The nursing home transformed into a hub of creativity and connection, with Ryan's influence reigniting passions and forging new bonds. Yet, the biggest obstacle remained: convincing the residents that their lives still held untapped potential. Ryan's relentless optimism became a catalyst, urging them to embrace the present and rediscover their inner vitality. The tranquility of Oasis of Serenity was shattered one crisp autumn morning when an envelope, marked with an official government seal, arrived at the front desk. Its contents revealed a shocking announcement: the nursing home was slated for closure within 3 months due to budget cuts. Panic rippled through the staff and residents alike, their once stable world thrown into disarray. For many, this place was more than a home. It was their sanctuary, their community, their last refuge. Amid the growing despair, Ryan Reynolds' unexpected visit injected a glimmer of hope. While his arrival initially seemed like a fleeting distraction, it soon became clear he had stumbled into a situation far more dire than he anticipated. Moved by their plight, Ryan vowed to help save the nursing home, rallying the residents to fight for their future. His charisma and determination inspired even the most reserved among them to step forward, their dormant courage reignited. Challenges quickly arose. A local developer, eager to turn the land into luxury condos, began pressuring the residents to leave. The staff struggled to maintain morale as uncertainty loomed. Yet, Ryan's presence became a catalyst for action. He encouraged the residents to share their stories with the world, showcasing the invaluable role the nursing home played in their lives. Together, they launched a grassroots campaign, blending humor, heartfelt appeals, and unexpected creativity. The once quiet halls of Oasis of Serenity transformed into a hub of activity. Residents who had long resigned themselves to routine now found purpose in the fight. Whether writing letters, recording videos, or organizing community events, each person contributed in their own way. The bonds between them deepened, their collective spirit stronger than ever. What began as a struggle for survival became a testament to resilience and the power of unity. The morning after Ryan Reynolds' visit, the nursing home was abuzz with conversation, the air alive with a sense of possibility. Among the residents, a quiet woman named Eleanor, once a celebrated pianist, found herself drawn back to the piano in the common room. Her fingers, stiff from years of disuse, hesitated over the keys before coaxing out a melody that brought tears to the eyes of those gathered. Meanwhile, Henry, a retired schoolteacher known for his stoic demeanor, began scribbling furiously in a notebook. Inspired by Ryan's encouragement, he decided to write a memoir, chronicling his life's triumphs and failures. His newfound purpose sparked curiosity among the residents, who began sharing their own stories, creating a tapestry of collective memory. The staff, too, found themselves swept up in the energy. Nurse Clara, who had long harbored dreams of becoming a painter, set up an art corner in the dining hall, inviting residents to join her. The walls of the nursing home soon became a gallery of vibrant, heartfelt creations, each piece a testament to the rediscovery of creativity. As days turned into weeks, whispers of a mysterious benefactor began circulating. A series of anonymous donations brought new books to the library, fresh flowers to the garden, and a gleaming chess set to the game room. The residents speculated endlessly, their imaginations running wild with possibilities. Amidst this transformation, a new challenge emerged. A proposal to sell the nursing home to developers threatened to upend their newfound joy. The residents, galvanized by their recent experiences, banded together, determined to fight for their home. Eleanor's music, Henry's words, and Clara's art became tools of resistance, uniting them in a shared mission. Through it all, the spark Ryan had ignited burned brightly, a reminder that even in the quietest corners of the world, change and hope could thrive. The nursing home's newfound energy, sparked by Ryan's visit, began to unravel hidden tensions. Alice, a retired opera singer, resented the spotlight shifting from her to others, while Harold, a former journalist, grew obsessed with uncovering why Ryan had chosen their town. Rumors swirled, each theory wilder than the last, fracturing the harmony Ryan had inspired. Meanwhile, the staff struggled to manage the residents' newfound restlessness. Clara, a young nurse, faced mounting pressure as residents demanded more activities, pushing her to the brink. Her growing bond with Harold, however, revealed a secret, a mysterious letter Ryan had left behind, addressed to no one. As Alice plotted to reclaim attention by staging a dramatic performance, tensions peaked when Harold revealed the letter hinted at an unresolved regret from Ryan's past. Was it connected to the town? Theories divided the residents, creating factions. Clara, torn between her duty and curiosity, joined Harold in deciphering the cryptic message. The talent show's success had also inspired a rivalry between Alice and Margaret, a former schoolteacher who saw herself as the true leader of the residents. Their feud spilled into daily life, causing disruptions and forcing the staff to mediate increasingly absurd disputes. When Harold and Clara finally uncovered a clue in Ryan's letter, a reference to a forgotten local tragedy, the stakes rose. The revelation threatened to expose painful memories for some residents while offering others a chance for closure. The nursing home, once a sanctuary of routine, had become a crucible of unresolved emotions and hidden truths. The days after Ryan Reynolds' visit were anything but ordinary. A sense of purpose stirred among the residents, as if dormant embers had been reignited. Evelyn, once a reserved former teacher, began organizing daily storytelling sessions, weaving tales from her youth that captivated even the quietest listeners. Meanwhile, Harold, a retired mechanic known for his gruff demeanor, surprised everyone by crafting intricate birdhouses for the garden, his hands steady with newfound determination. One afternoon, a mysterious envelope appeared at the front desk. Inside was a handwritten note from Ryan, challenging the residents to create something extraordinary together, a project that would showcase their collective talents to the world. The challenge sparked a flurry of ideas, debates, and collaborations, as the residents rallied around the idea of producing a short film about their lives, their dreams, and the bonds they had formed. As the project took shape, unexpected alliances blossomed. Margaret, a former actress, stepped into the role of director, her sharp eye guiding scenes with precision. Thomas, who had spent decades in radio, lent his voice for narration, his deep timbre giving the film its heart. Even shy Dorothy, who rarely spoke, found herself designing costumes, her creativity shining in ways no one had anticipated. The process, however, wasn't without its challenges. Tensions flared, insecurities surfaced, and doubts crept in. Yet, through it all, the residents leaned on each other, their shared determination forging an unbreakable bond. Ryan's visit had planted the seeds of change, but it was their own resilience and courage that nurtured growth. As the film neared completion, an air of excitement swept through the nursing home. The project had become more than a creative endeavor, it was a testament to their vitality and spirit. The residents, once content with routine, now stood on the brink of something extraordinary, their lives forever altered by the spark of an unexpected adventure. The days following Ryan Reynolds' visit saw subtle but profound changes ripple through the oasis of serenity. Margaret, a former pianist who hadn't touched a keyboard in years, began playing the old upright piano in the common room, her melodies drawing others to gather and hum along. Harold, a retired journalist, dusted off his typewriter, inspired to document the stories of his fellow residents. The once quiet halls now buzzed with renewed purpose, yet beneath this newfound energy, tensions began to surface. Evelyn, a fiercely independent woman, grew suspicious of Ryan's motives. Why would a celebrity care about us? Ruth. Her doubts planted a seed of unease among a few residents, even as others reveled in the lingering joy of his visit. Meanwhile, George, a charming but secretive resident, seemed unusually preoccupied. He had been seen slipping in and out of the administrator's office, sparking quiet speculation. One afternoon, a heated argument broke out during a game of cards. Evelyn accused George of hiding something, her voice sharp with frustration. George, visibly shaken, stormed out, leaving the others in uneasy silence. Margaret later confided to Harold that she'd seen George with a letter marked urgent the day Ryan arrived. The mystery deepened, and alliances began to form as the residents debated whether to confront George or let the matter rest. Amidst the growing tension, the staff noticed subtle changes in the residents' behavior. While some seemed invigorated, others grew restless, their routines disrupted by the undercurrent of suspicion. A sense of anticipation hung in the air, as if the nursing home itself was holding its breath. Ryan's visit had sparked more than just joy, it had awakened dormant emotions, both light and shadow. That evening, Ruth approached Evelyn with a revelation. "I overheard George talking to the administrator," she said in a hushed tone. "It's about the nursing home, something big is happening." The two women exchanged a look of determination. Whatever secrets lay hidden, they were resolved to uncover the truth. As days passed, the residents of Oasis of Serenity began to confront long-buried fears and desires stirred by Ryan's visit. Margaret, once a celebrated pianist, hesitated to touch the keys again, haunted by the memory of a failed performance decades ago. Harold, a former sailor, wrestled with guilt over an estranged son he hadn't spoken to in years. Their renewed hope clashed with lingering doubts, creating an undercurrent of tension. The staff, inspired yet overwhelmed, struggled to maintain the momentum Ryan had sparked. A planned group outing to the nearby hills became a logistical challenge, with arguments over safety and practicality threatening to derail the idea. Meanwhile, whispers of skepticism emerged among some residents, questioning whether the spark of joy could truly last or if it was merely a fleeting moment. In the midst of this, a storm rolled in, both literal and metaphorical. A power outage left the nursing home in darkness one evening, forcing everyone to gather in a common room. It was there, under the dim glow of emergency lights, that the group faced their final challenge: how to reignite the sense of unity and purpose Ryan had instilled without his charismatic presence. Margaret, trembling, approached the piano in the corner, her fingers brushing the keys. With Harold's encouragement, she began to play, her music weaving through the room like a thread pulling everyone closer. Others joined in, singing, sharing stories, and offering comfort. The barriers between them crumbled as they realized the strength they had within themselves. By morning, the storm had passed, and so had their doubts. The group outing proceeded, not as a grand event, but as a quiet walk through the hills, each step a testament to their resilience. The threads of their lives, once frayed, now intertwined more tightly than ever, ready to converge in a shared future of hope and connection. The talent show marked a turning point, but the true climax came when Ryan proposed a daring idea, a community project to create a time capsule. Each resident contributed something meaningful: a letter, a photo, or a cherished object, symbolizing their lives and dreams. As they worked together, old wounds healed, and forgotten friendships rekindled. For Margaret, a former pianist, it was a chance to play again, her trembling fingers finding strength as the group sang along. For Harold, a retired teacher, it was the courage to pen a letter to his estranged son. On the day the time capsule was buried beneath the nursing home's favorite oak tree, the residents gathered, their faces alight with renewed purpose. Ryan, standing among them, reminded everyone to embrace the present while honoring the past. "This capsule is not just for the future," he said. "It's a reminder that your stories matter, now and always." Applause followed, mingled with tears of gratitude and joy. In the weeks after Ryan's departure, the nursing home thrived with creativity and connection. Margaret began teaching piano lessons, Harold received a heartfelt reply from his son, and others found new ways to share their passions. The time capsule had become a symbol of their resilience and unity, proof that it's never too late to create something meaningful. Take inspiration from their journey. Reach out to someone who may feel forgotten, share a story, or create something lasting together. Small acts of kindness can spark profound change, no matter the stage of life. The visit from Ryan Reynolds became a turning point for the oasis of serenity. The residents, once content with their routines, now embraced life with a newfound vigor. They organized weekly storytelling sessions, rekindling passions long forgotten. Friendships deepened as they shared not only memories but also aspirations, proving it's never too late to dream. For Ryan, the experience was equally transformative. He left with a profound sense of purpose, vowing to use his platform to spotlight the beauty and wisdom found in life's later chapters. His promise to return wasn't just words, it was a commitment to continue fostering connection. The staff, inspired by the residents' energy, introduced more creative activities, ensuring the spark ignited that night would never dim. The nursing home became a place not just of care, but of celebration, a haven where every day held potential for joy. Let this story remind us to reach out, listen, and honor those whose stories have shaped the world. Take a moment today to connect with someone who might feel unseen. Sometimes, the smallest gestures create the most lasting ripples. And so, the oasis of serenity thrived, its halls alive with laughter and love. For its residents, the twilight of life was no longer a quiet fade but a radiant glow, proof that even the most unexpected encounters can rekindle the brightest flames.